So my name is Brooke and I am a Pilates instructor here in Raleigh, North Carolina. For those of you who don't know me, I have been teaching Pilates for about 21 years. And I thought with all of this craziness that's going on and all of us stuck inside, I know I have a number of clients who have been requesting that I make a Pilates workout for them. So I thought I would just give it a try. I've never done anything like this before as far as videotaping myself, so I'm a little nervous, but I thought I'd just do a class for y'all, see if you could follow along, maybe get a good workout in, and if it works, maybe I'll do another one. We'll see. But we have a beautiful backdrop right here of the Neuse River in my backyard. Very blessed to have this spot and thought it'd be a perfect day for getting a Pilates workout in outside. So for those of you who've never done Pilates before, it is all core centered, meaning that our abdominals, especially our transverse abdominals, are engaged. It's the deepest abdominal muscle layer. It's kind of like a girdle that wraps around the torso. And the center of your being is kind of like in between your hip bones, right in between, drawing that belly button in and up, just below the belly button. You really want to feel that tightening, a kind of a bracing effect, so that your spine, all your internal organs, your lower back and your pelvis stay nice and controlled. And then breathing in through the nose into the rib cage is called lateral rib cage breathing. Exhaling through the mouth to squeeze those abdominals in even tighter. Sometimes when you inhale on that work, it's going to be a little bit challenging to get a deep breath because you're engaging into the core. So if you're used to breathing into your belly, it's going to make it just a little bit more challenging. But over time, you'll understand how that engagement happens, even on that inhale, and then you get even deeper on that exhale through those transverse abdominals. So let's go ahead and get ourselves started. So we're going to begin with a nice little warm up. A way to bring the soles of the feet together as best that you can. If you have tight hips, it might be hard to get those knees a little bit closer to the ground, but just do the best you can. Wrapping your hands either around your ankles or the ball of your feet. I want you to sit as tall as you can, drawing those shoulder blades down the back and drawing them in towards the spine. Scoop the belly button in and up. Try and hold that there as you inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth, squeezing the belly button in even tighter, especially the lower abdominal area. Inhale again one more time. On this exhale, let the chin drop to the chest. Take another inhale here. And then on this exhale, begin slowly rounding the forehead towards those toes, letting the elbows come to the front of the shins. Just trying to open into the spine right now. Letting those knees soften to the ground. Take another deep inhale. And exhale, draw your forehead just a little bit closer towards your toes. And then on an inhale, begin stacking the vertebrae up, sitting nice and tall. Extend the right leg out, flexing that foot, left foot towards the inner thigh. Turn your chest towards those toes. Sit nice and tall, inhale. Belly button in, exhale, round yourself forward. Walking your hands towards the toes. Take that left hand and reach it across. Right hand can come off of the mat or off of the leg. And then just gently soften your forehead towards the thigh. Actively reaching those fingertips to the outside of that pinky side of the foot. If you can't grab the foot, just grab on wherever you can. Take another inhale here. And then on the exhale, lean just a little bit towards that right hand side. So you're opening into the back, your quadratus lumborum. One more breath here. And then exhale, sink a little deeper. Scooping that tummy in tight. And then gently release, round yourself up. We're gonna bend this leg to our side for the mermaid. Grabbing onto your shin, reaching that arm up, shoulders down, belly button in, inhale. Exhale, lift up, and then lengthen over. Good, so you wanna think of creating space between the rib cage and hip here. Rounding up and over an imaginary ball. Slide that bottom hand towards the knee and then open your chest up just a little bit more. You can look up to the sky, take another deep breath. Exhale, reach. And then draw the belly button in as you bring yourself up, hand towards the back part of the mat. Sweep the other hand in front and we're lifting up onto both knees. Roll the shoulders down the back and gently press the pelvis forward as you actively reach that hand over by the ear. Good. Take one more breath here. Exhale, open, 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 and then tuck the chin in as you slowly roll yourself all the way down. We're gonna lift this right leg up Extend our left leg out. Oh, I'm getting dirty. And then cross that leg on over. I want you to sit nice and tall. You can bring that right hand behind you as the left arm hugs that knee in, really drawing the tummy in and up. Inhale, tall. And then exhale, just gently twist towards that right side, looking over your shoulder, being very gentle through the spine. One more breath here, sitting tall. And then exhale, gently twist deeper. And then look back to the front of your mat, and go ahead and extend the other leg out. Turn your chest towards the toe, sit nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, walk those hands out towards that left foot. Take that right hand or left hand off of the mat. The right hand is going to actively reach to the outside of that leg. The goal is to try and get the pinky side of the foot without bending the knee. You want to really lengthen into the hamstring to get a good stretch. And then gently lean towards that left hand to open into your back on that right hand side. One more breath here. Exhale, soften just a little bit deeper. And then gently release and round yourself up, bending this leg to the side for our mermaid, grabbing onto the shin. Reach the right arm up, shoulders down, belly button in. Inhale, exhale, grow tall, and then gently lengthen over. Good. Slide that bottom hand towards the knee, open the chest up, and gently reach a little bit farther, really creating that space. You want to open up, rib cage away from the hip. It's not just about collapsing. It's about lifting up and then lengthening over. And then bring yourself up, hand towards the back of the mat, sweep the other hand in front, and lift up onto both knees. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, gently press that hip forward, actively reaching the other hand towards the end of your mat. And then gently round yourself all the way down. Beautiful. Take this left leg, go ahead, right leg straightens out, left leg crosses over, hug the knee in, both sit bones grounded, reach back with the left hand, inhale to grow tall, exhale, hug that knee in and gently twist. Good, pulling that tummy in and up, grow a little bit taller here, and then twist just a little bit deeper. Beautiful. And then gently look back, unwind yourself. Let's turn ourselves lengthwise onto the mat. Your feet are hip bone width apart, your arms are extended, belly button is drawn in and up. With a straight spine, we're gonna pivot back. Inhale again, exhale, pivot back and hold. So you wanna think about bracing yourself so there's no arching of the lower spine, legs are hugged in, arms are extended, and shoulders down. Inhale, lift the arms just a little bit as you scoop the belly button in. Exhale, bring the arms back. If it bothers your back, don't lift the arms. Inhale again, see if you can come up a little higher. Scoop that tummy and lengthen that spine on the angle. And exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lift a little higher if you can't squeeze that tummy in tighter. And exhale down. One more time here. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Scoop that tummy in. Exhale down. Inhale, come all the way up. Open the legs. Exhale, stretch. And then inhale, bring yourself up, bring the legs back up. Let's walk the legs together now so they're squeezing together. Extend the arms up, nice and tall. Draw the tummy in. Inhale. Exhale, pivot back again. Good. From here, extend the right leg. If that's too challenging, you want to be firing into the quad. If it's too much, you can always bend the knee in. From here, inhale, turn the palms up as you open the arms out to the side, shoulders down, bracing into those abdominals. Exhale, bring the arms back to center. Again, inhale, open, squeeze that tummy in tight. Exhale, center. 3 more times. Inhale, reach that right quadricep should be on fire. Exhale, center. 2 more. Exhale. One more here. Exhale, center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring them down. Bend that knee. Lift up, open, and stretch forward. Beautiful. Bring yourself all the way back up. Legs glue back together. Extend the arms. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, pivot yourself back. Extend the left leg. Squeeze the legs together. Palms up. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Squeeze the tummy. Inhale, open, squeeze the belly button in. Exhale, squeeze it in tighter. 3 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Hold. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower down. Bend, lift, and stretch. Beautiful. And now gently bring yourself all the way up. Scoot yourself forward just a little bit and round yourself all the way down onto the mat. I'm at a little bit of an angle here, so this is going to definitely be an interesting workout for me. I want you to bring your knees into your chest for me. Rock side to side. We're going to begin with the hundreds here. So arms come long by your side. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl your head and chest up. Bring your knees into a tabletop. Begin pulsing the arms, keeping the arms nice and strong and long. You're going to inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Inhale. Exhale to challenge yourself. Lengthen the legs up. Inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. If you want more of a challenge, lengthen the legs out. Exhale. We have 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. So you can curl up a little taller. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze that tummy tight. Inhale. Back is nice and flat. Exhale. Last set. Inhale. 5. Exhale. Actually, we have 1 more. Sorry. Inhale. Exhale. And pull the knees into the chest. Let your head come down to rest. So at any point, if your neck starts to bother you, by all means, let the head come down. Take a little break and then get right back into it. Fingertips now cradle our head very lightly behind the head. Knees tucked to the chest. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl the head and chest up. Take that right leg, kick it out. Put some fire into that quadricep. Take your right chest, bring it up and across towards that opposite leg, and then go ahead and switch, but hold for a second. Try and reach the chest up and across to that knee, and then switch. So lifting as high as you can, and switch. Working into the obliques, the waistline, and switch. And now picking up the cadence for our full crisscross. Switch. Good. Keeping the movement here. Trying to stay up as high as you can. So think of rotating along the base of the shoulder blades. Try not to let yourself drop down as you cross. Lift a little higher. Give me 5 more each leg. 5. Pull that tummy in tight. 4. 3. Last 2. Last 1 each leg. And bend the knees into your chest. Let your head come down to rest. Beautiful. Hands onto the knees. Inhale. Exhale, curl the head and chest up. Extend your left leg out for me. Right hand comes across to that left ankle. Curl up a little bit higher and then switch legs. And switch. So it's okay to move the head around a little bit if you need to engage different muscles. Squeezing that tummy in tight. We're going to do 2 more each leg starting right now. 2. 1 more each leg. And then bring the hands behind the head. Keep the legs moving, and now we're going to straighten those legs for our scissors. Pulling that tummy in tight, trying to curl up just a little bit higher. Eyes are to the thighs. Give me 2 more each leg. 2. 1 more. And pull the knees into the chest. Let your head come down to rest. Arms come long by your side. Let's bring those feet hip bone width apart onto the mat. We're going to find a nice little bridge. First, we're going to start out with articulating the spine for a little stretch, and then we're going to work into the glutes. Inhale here. Exhale, imprint that spine. So rock the pelvis, push the lower back in, push the feet into the mat, and begin peeling your pelvis up to the sky, 1 vertebrae at a time. Once you're at the top, you should be able to see the front of your thighs. So we're not lifted so much that we're arching deeply into that lower spine. Shoulder blades are nice and strong, pinched together, arms reaching long, back of the neck is long. Inhale.
And now exhale, we slowly press one vertebrae at a time down into the ground until we come back to our neutral pelvis. So the lower spine is slightly arched up and the hip bones and pelvic bone are parallel to the ground. Once again, inhale, exhale, imprint that spine, push it into the mat, lift the hips up. Now, if you have a bulging disc or anything with the back, just stay in this neutral pelvis and lower down. And you can pop it right back up now. Everybody, neutral pelvis, lower and lift. So working into the gluteus maximus here. You want to squeeze as best you can into those glutes. Good. Opening into the front of the body, pulling that belly button in to protect the spine. We're going to do 5 more here, and then we're going to add on. 5. Exhale up. 4. 3. 2 more here. 2. Last one. Stay at the top. Little pulses. Squeeze and release for 10. 9. Keeping active into the back of the legs. The glutes, the hamstrings are on fire. 4 more. 3. Pull that tummy in tight. Last one here. Hold. You're going to squeeze that right bottom. Push that right foot into the mat. Hug the abdominals in and bring the left knee into tabletop. So the knees directly over the hips. Your pelvis is perfectly parallel to the ground. So don't let that left hip drop lower than the right. You got to really hug that girdle tight and squeeze into this right bottom. Pulse the hips up. 5, squeeze it. 4, 3, 2, last one here. Hold, pull the tummy tight. Lengthen the left leg up. Good, don't lose that pelvis. Keep it nice and parallel. Inhale, lengthen the leg away, and now hold it. So check to make sure those thighs are parallel. Flex that foot, bring it up and kick it for 1, 2. Point, inhale, lengthen, squeeze that tummy tight. Flex, kick it up. 1, 2. Inhale, lengthen. See if you get a little lower without dropping the hips. Flex the foot, kick it up. 1, 2. We have 2 more. Inhale, reach. Flex it, kick it up. Inhale, scoop that tummy in. Flex, kick it up. Hold that flexed foot up. Pulse the hips up. 5, squeeze it. 4, should be burning. 3, 2, last 1. Bend that knee. Lower it down. Center yourself out and round yourself down. Good. Let's stretch that hip out real quick. You're going to bring that ankle across. You're going to grab onto your left thigh. Pull it in. Let the head come back down to rest. Push that right inner thigh away with that elbow. And then just gently rock a little bit side to side, feeling where you need it the most. Deep, deep breaths here. This is the time that you can breathe into that belly. Expand and then exhale, pull it all out. Good. Now we gotta do the other side. So bringing those feet back down, hip bone width apart, shoulders drawn together, nice long neck, neutral pelvis. Inhale. Exhale, pop the hips back up. We're doing another set. 10 and lower. 9. We're going to make those buns burn. 8. Good. 5 more here. 5. 4. Looking to see if we have any blue herons flying by. They typically do. It's a pretty awesome sight. Last 2. Give me 1 more here. Let's little pulses up for 10. 9, squeeze it. 8, release and squeeze. 6, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it up. Squeeze into that left bottom. Bring your right knee into tabletop. Hugging these abdominals in, really working into the back of that left leg. Pulse up for 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it, lengthen that right leg up, fire into that quad, hug those abdominals in, inhale, lengthen the leg away, get it parallel to the other, squeeze, flex the foot, kick it up, 1, 2, point, inhale, reach, flex, kick it up, inhale, scoop that tummy in, flex it up, lengthen that leg a little lower if you can without hurting the back, exhale up. Last one, inhale, Flex it, exhale it up. Hold that flex foot there. Pulse it up for 5. Squeeze it, 4. Last one. Bend that knee. Lower down. Round up. And bring it on down. Beautiful. Cross that leg on over. Grab onto that right leg. Pull it on in. Nice. Gently rock yourself side to side. Deep, deep breath. Feel that stretch into the hip. Should feel really good. And then gently bring those legs down. Good. We're going to get back into our core work here. You're going to come back into your scissors. So single leg, straight leg stretch. You're going to release your left leg. Take your hands onto your right calf muscle, not behind the knee joint. Reach up, open those elbows, curl up a little bit higher. Pull this leg in for 2 counts. Stretch, stretch, and switch. And switch. Good. Lengthen that leg away. Pull that tummy in. Shoulders away from the ears. Eyes looking to the thighs. We're doing 1 more each leg, and then we're going to go back to our regular single leg stretch. Fingertips base of the skull. Now we're going to crisscross our scissors. Ready? Opposite chest to that leg. Reach it. Stretching into the back of the leg, working into that quadricep, working across the core. Pull that tummy in tight. Give me 2 more. 1 more each leg. Pull that tummy tighter and bend the knees into the chest. Let your head rest. Beautiful. Hands come behind the thighs. Tuck your chin in. Rock yourself up. Open those knees and stretch yourself forward. Take a deep, deep breath. And then gently bring yourself up, swing your legs around. We're gonna come into a tabletop position. So, hands and knees. Knees directly below the hips, hands directly below the shoulders. Quick little cat-cow, and then we're gonna find our neutral pelvis. So shoulders pull down the back. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly button in, and tuck the chin. Push the floor away from you. And then on the inhale, begin letting that tailbone lift. The belly button lowers. The head lifts up out of those shoulders. Think of the back of the head and the tailbone trying to come together. On the exhale, tuck the tailbone. Scoop the belly button in. Push that floor away from you. And then inhale, beginning to lift the tailbone. Good. And then exhale, find a neutral pelvis. So just in between the two. You're going to extend your left leg out onto the floor. Make sure the pelvis stays parallel to the ground, that you don't let that left hip open to the side, and then lift that left leg up. Toes stay pointed. You're going to inhale, tap the leg down, and lift up. Now notice I'm not lifting so high that I create an arch in the back. You want to hug the abdominals in and limit your range of motion. Again, inhale, tap, exhale, lift for 5, 4, squeeze into the bottom, 3, reach the leg long, 2, and 1, hold the leg there, flex that foot for me, point the toe. Inhale, exhale, 2 more. Inhale, flex, exhale, point. Inhale, flex, exhale, point. Hold it there. Extend your right arm long. Thumb to the sky. Pull the shoulder down the back. Inhale for me here. Exhale, let's pulse the arm and the leg up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, bring the knee and the elbow together underneath you. Make sure you keep the left shoulder over that left wrist, and then tuck the belly button in. Inhale, extend it long, pull the shoulder down the back. Exhale, tuck and squeeze the abdominals. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze the tummy tight. Inhale, lengthen, 2 more here. Inhale, hold. Now externally rotate that left leg, turn the palm down. Inhale, open the arm and the leg out to the side. Exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, open, working into the outer thigh. Exhale, center, 3 more. Exhale, center. Last two. And center. Last one here. Pull that tummy in tight. And center, hold. Bring that right hand down. Bend that left knee. Flex that foot. Pulse the leg up for 10. Squeeze that bottom. 9, 8. Pull that tummy tight. 7, 6. Strong in that leg. 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee in. Shift yourself back into your child's pose. Let those arms go long. Good. If at any point you need to take a break and circle the wrists out, please feel free to do so. Reaching those arms long. Deep, deep breath here. And now gently shift yourself forward, coming back into that tabletop, scooping that tummy in tight, shoulders away from the ears. Extend that right leg low, toes are pointed. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bring it on up. Squeeze for 5, tap it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Pull the tummy in. 3 more. Top of the head reaching long. Eyes just a little bit in front of your mat. Last one here. And point. Pull the tummy tight. Left arm reaches long. Shoulders down the back. Pulse the arm and the leg up. 5, 4. Squeeze it. 3. Pull the tummy tight. 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the knee and the elbow together. Pull that tummy in. Inhale. Reach. Exhale. Squeeze it in. Inhale. Lengthen. Inhale. 2 more. Hold it there. Externally rotate that leg. Turn the palm down, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, open to the side. Exhale, back to center. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. Last 2. 1 more here. And lower it down, bend that knee, flex that foot, pulse that leg up for 5, squeeze it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knee down, push yourself back into your child's pose. Actively reaching those arms long, giving the wrists a little bit of a break. Good. So we're gonna go into our prone work. So working into the back extensor muscles and a little bit into our triceps and glutes. So you're gonna gently lower yourself all the way down to the ground. We're gonna stack our hands underneath our forehead to begin with. So this is the most basic form of this exercise. Head is resting on those hands, shoulders are away from the ears. Legs are long, toenails onto the floor. Pull the belly button in and up, press the pelvis into the mat. So you wanna think of kind of tucking your tailbone towards your heels. Pulling the belly button in, hands stay grounded. Inhale, just lift the head and chest slightly off of the mat, pulling the shoulders down. And then exhale, lower back down. This time, the top hand comes with your forehead. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Switch your hands. Inhale, lift that hand up with the forehead. Exhale, lower down. Now, both arms, lift the elbows first, shoulders down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Adding on. Pull the tummy in, tuck the tailbone. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open out to the side. Inhale, bring it back under, switching hands. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lift. Pull the tummy in. Exhale, open. Inhale, switch hands. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Inhale, bring it under. Exhale, lower down. Bring those hands next to the chest. Hug the elbows in. Dig the knees in. Lift the hips up. Use your arms to push yourself up and come all the way back to child's pose. Good. Taking just a little bit of a break. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, gently shift your body weight forward, coming all the way back down. This time, arms reach actively towards our toes. Palms are up to the sky. Pinch the shoulder blades together. To begin with, we're going to start with our forehead on the mat. just focusing on the back of our arms and upper back. Pulling the tummy in tight, let's pulse those arms up to the sky. So it's like you're giving a sky high 10, pressing up, squeezing into the triceps, the back of the arms. Keep the arms moving and pull the tummy in and lift the head and chest. Very slightly off the mat. So you're looking straight down at that mat. The back of the neck is nice and long. No creases in the neck. You don't want to be looking forward. You want to look straight down. Keep those arms pulsing. Now to add on, squeeze the bottom, lift the legs. Try and get up as high as you can. So we're working all the back of our body. Now turn your thumbs down to the ground, pulsing the pinky side of the hand up to the sky. Holding there, let the legs come back down. Keeping the head and chest up. Pull that tummy in tight or keep those pinkies pointed up to the sky. And now let the forehead come down, but keep those arms moving. Last thing here, hold the arms up and now keeping the arms straight. Think of clapping your hands together over your bottom for 10. Squeeze it, 9. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Let the hands come next to your chest. Dig your knees in, lift your hips up, hug the elbows in. Push yourself back into your child's pose. Beautiful. Reach those arms nice and long. Feel that spine stretch as well as the back of the arms. Take one more breath here. And then let's gently shift forward. We are going to go into a forearm plank. So I'm going to explain a little bit how I teach it. You can have your arms separate, or you can bring your palms together and interlace the fingers. I kind of like that, put a little pressure into those hands. You want to make sure the shoulders directly over the elbows. You're going to extend one leg out, curling the toes under and pushing the heel away. Now, before you extend the other leg, I want you to tuck the tailbone. So you're thinking about squeezing the rib cage and the hips towards one another, and really hugging that lower abdominal area in. Once you find that tuck, extend the other leg, keep the tuck, soften your knees just a little bit. So if you try and lock your knees, what happens is that back arches and the tailbone lifts. So if you soften and tuck, you're gonna protect that lower back. I have a lot of lower back issues, so I am very, very careful of how I do my planks, how I do all of my workouts, and I have found that this is the most effective way to do the plank. You wanna make sure that your shoulders are still directly over those elbows, that you haven't shifted back and lifted those hips up. You wanna be as parallel to the floor as you can. Soft knees, the front of the thighs are working. If you wanna add just a little bit of a squeeze of the inner thighs, you can bring those toes a little bit closer towards one another. If you want an extra challenge, you're gonna separate your feet, hug the abdominals in, lift the right leg up. Let's pulse that leg up for 5, 4, squeeze it, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Center out, once again, softening in those knees, tucking that tailbone in tight. Ready? Left leg, lift it up. Squeeze it, 5, 4, pull the tummy tight, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Centering out. At any point, if you need to take a break, bring a knee to the ground, please do so. We have one more thing that we're gonna do here. Lift that right leg up, open it out to the side, and center. 5, open, 4, keep those toes pointed down to the ground, 3, 2, 1, lower the foot down. Center yourself out. Last leg, ready? Lift it up, pull that tummy in tight, open and close, open and close. 3 more. Last one. And lower down, soften to the knees, push yourself back into your child's pose. In fact, let's bring those hands right by our side. Let's let those arms just drape down. Take a deep, deep breath for me. And then bring those hands over the shoulders. If you're unable to interlace your fingers, if you have a towel, you can always grab onto a towel. But ideally, you want those hands interlaced, palms towards each other. You're then going to reach the arms up. I want you to tuck the chin. So you're trying to get the crown of the head onto the mat. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, and then actively reach those arms up to the sky. Good. And then gently release yourself down.
Bring yourself up. We're gonna come to lay on our side for some side kicks. We're almost done, you guys. It's getting hot in the sun out here. Whew, spring came early. So we're gonna come up onto our forearms. If this starts to aggravate your neck at all, or if you have shoulder issues, then by all means, you can either lay down here and put something under your head, or you can extend your arm fully out underneath your head. It's really up to you. If you are on your forearm, you want to make certain that you are lifted through the rib cage and that shoulder is pulled down. So you're working into your lats and your teres muscles that help support that shoulder girdle, not into your trapezius, okay, which gives you a stiff neck. If you're here, that trapezius is firing. So really lift up out of that shoulder. Your legs are long, your hips are stacked. You're gonna lift your top leg out so it comes straight out from the pelvis, not any higher, okay? Pull that tummy in tight, flex that foot. In fact, flex both feet. That's gonna help keep that bottom leg nice and grounded and stabilize you. You're gonna bring that leg as far forward as you can without collapsing into the spine. Keep it nice and straight. Give it a little extra kick. Point that toe, slide it behind and squeeze the bottom. Again, flex and kick, kick, and squeeze. Inhale as it comes forward. And exhale, squeeze it back. 3 more. Exhale, shh. Exhale, last one. And exhale, and now bring that leg straight out. Foot is pointed. Lift out of that rib cage and shoulder, and small circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it. Little pulses up. Good. Nice. Little pulses. We have 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the leg rest. Bend the knee in. Whew, I can tell I've been a little out of practice since we haven't been teaching. So, very good. You're going to bring yourself all the way up to a seated position, bending those knees in. Let's take that top leg that we just worked. Let's cross it on over. Slide the other foot out and find both sit bones onto the ground. If you're unable to do that, take this bottom leg and straighten it out just as we did at the very beginning. Now, hug that knee in with the opposite hand. Really sit tall and just feel that opening into the hip. Good. And then we're gonna go ahead and release that leg, then flip it, and let's do the other side. So lining ourselves up once again, shoulder directly. I'm on a root. It's very uncomfortable on my hip. Let me get myself forward here. So, nice straight line here. Belly button is drawn in tight. You are lifted up out of that shoulder. No sagging. You got to really think about what your upper body's doing just as much as the lower body. Lift this top leg up. Pull that tummy in tight. Bring it as far forward as you can. If it means it's only here, that's fine. I'd rather you be here than here and rounded. Lift, kick that leg forward, and then point the toes, slide it behind on the exhale. Flex the forward, inhale. Exhale, shh, again. Exhale, back, 3 more. Shh, 2 more. Shh, last one. Shh, and now bring that leg straight out, toes still pointed, lift up out of that shoulder, small circles. 5, 4, 3, you got it. 2, 1, reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little pulses for 10, 8. Working into that outer thigh area, your abductors, gluteus medius, gluteus minimus. Come on, squeeze it. And let the leg rest. Beautiful. Bring it on in. Cross it on up. Cross it on over. Slide that foot out. Make some space so that both sit bones, ischiotuberosity, can sit nice and firmly onto the ground. Hug that knee in. Sit tall. Good. Draw that belly button in and up. Beautiful job, you guys. Good. One more thing, and then we're gonna wrap it up, you guys. So we're gonna come to find our high plank. So turning yourself lengthwise onto your mat again. Your hands are gonna be at the top of the mat. Fingertips spread nice and wide. Shoulders pulled down the back.
You're gonna extend one leg just as we did with the low plank. You're still gonna tuck that tailbone and then extend the other leg. Feet are hip bone width apart. You're in a nice straight line and your eyes are looking just in front of the mat. Make sure you don't look down, because the tendency when you do that is to lift the hips and you miss the whole point of the exercise. Okay, we're working into the core, we're working into our legs, we're working into our deltoids, especially the tops of our arms. The whole body is really trying to be as engaged as possible. So if you start looking down and lifting those hips, you're cheating. We don't want that. Scoop that tummy in tight, holding here for another 10 seconds. And then we're gonna lift the hips, come to a standing position, roll back down and do some push-ups. Ready? Inhale, lift the hips. So finding a down dog or an upside down V, you're gonna walk your hands to your feet for 3, 2, 1, forward fold. If you have a bad back, you wanna soften the knees, use your hands to help roll yourself up. Otherwise, soften the knees, everybody, tuck the tailbone, scoop the tummy in, slowly roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. Once you're up, roll the shoulders down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, dive yourself down. Scoop that tummy in tight. Once again, if it bothers your back, you can always come with a flat back and hands onto the thighs. Now, look to the front of the mat, walk your hands back out. 3, 2, 1. Now, for your modification, you can come to your knees. We hug the elbows in tight. Inhale, bend the elbows. They come in right by the rib cage. Exhale, push up for 2. Inhale, bend, leading with the chest. Body stays in the straight line. Exhale, up. Lift the knees up. Inhale, lift the hips. And then walk the hands back to your feet for 3, 2, 1. Tuck the chin, soften the knees, scoop the tummy and round yourself all the way back up. Shoulders down, inhale, up. Exhale, dive yourself down. Good, this time, come on out again. 3, 2, 1. Try and stay in your high plank for your push-ups. Just 2 of them, ready? Inhale, bend. Exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, walk the hands to the feet. 3, 2, 1. Soften the knees, scoop the tummy and tuck the chin. Round yourself all the way up. We have one more set. Inhale, reach. Exhale, dive. Inhale, walk out. Exhale, hold. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. One more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, walk the hands to the feet for 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Just a little breath. You can kind of walk the legs out, bending one knee at a time. Good. And now soften both knees. Tuck the chin and scoop the belly button in and slowly roll yourself all the way up. Once you come up, inhale, reach, hold here. Separate your feet just a little bit. Grab onto your right wrist. Pull the tummy in to protect the spine. Reach that right arm up and over and squeeze your right bottom just a little bit. So we're opening into the obliques and a little bit into our tensor fascia latae muscle. Take one more breath here. And then lift up, grab on, lift up and over, squeeze the left bottom just a little bit. Good. Draw that belly button in. Inhale, come up. We're going to come down for a nice little hip stretch. Exhale, round yourself down, softening those knees, listening to your body, always prepared. If that back bothers you, use your hands. You can always come down with that straight spine. Walk your hands out. 3, 2, 1. Lift your right knee, or leg, excuse me. Point that toe, tuck the knee in, and then let that foot come down. Grab on and gently press it forward. If you're able to just bring that leg all the way forward into your runner's lunge, then go for it. I have had hip surgery, so it's a little bit more challenging for me to get into that position. So we're just opening into the front of our left hip. Okay, so hands on either side of that knee. You want to make certain that your knee is directly over your ankle, not over your toes. That puts too much pressure on the patella ligament. So softening those hips down, once again, lengthening the spine. Don't be all rounded over. Really reach that heel back and away from you and soften. Good. Deep, deep breath. One more time here. And then let that back knee soften down. Untuck those back toes. We're gonna shift the hips back and wiggle that right foot forward. Flex that foot. So we're trying to get the leg as long as we can and trying to get the ankle to 90 degrees. Your hips are nice and parallel to the front of the mat or to the ball of your foot. And you're gonna open the chest towards those toes. Hip crease pulls back. Take an inhale for me here. And then exhale, just soften just a little bit closer. Good, just stretching into the hamstring, into the calf muscle. One more breath here. And then you're gonna gently soften, slide that knee back. Bring those hands forward. We're gonna find our high plank again. Curl those toes under, gently lift and hold. Okay, now the left leg's gonna lift up. Point the toe, inhale. Exhale, bring that knee forward. Flex that foot, bring the toe down. If you're able to, bring it forward without grabbing onto it, do so. Otherwise, grab on and bring it into that runner's lunge position. Good. So if this is too challenging with that knee up, I should have told you this before, but you could always bring the knee down, okay? But you want to think of opening into the front of this right, into that psoas. It's not the deepest psoas stretch, but it is definitely still very effective for what we're trying to do right now. Just open that hip up. Good. Nice long neck. One more deep breath here. Soften just a little bit deeper. And now let that knee soften down. Untuck those back toes. Wiggle that front foot forward a little bit. And then shift the hips back and straighten that left leg for your half split. Flexing that foot, making sure you don't hyperextend that knee. You want a little bit of softness in that knee joint. Good. Opening the chest towards the spine. Nice long spine. Inhale. Exhale. There's a blue heron. I hope I got that on video. So beautiful. I feel so blessed to have this in my backyard. One more breath here for me, you guys. Shoulders down, soften. And then gently slide that leg on back. Good. Okay, we're going to come up to stand to finish ourselves up. Go ahead and gently shift yourself back onto the ball of the feet. Let those hips lift up. Separate the feet hip width apart. Soften into the knees. Tuck the chin. Pull the tummy in and gently round yourself up. Once again, using your hands if you need that support for your spine. One last deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. And we are all done for my first video. Hopefully it turned out okay, and hopefully you got a good workout, and let me know if you want more, okay? Thank you guys.